Welcome to another 6mm Revolution video. Today we're going to be looking at the Fidragon Chronograph model ST-08-1. This chronograph is or a new version rather, of a chronograph that I used for about 5 years. Get it unboxed here. See what it comes with. I mean, just nothing of instructions. Set those off to the side. Wrapped in bubble wrap. This is our Fidragon chronograph. Now this chrono, I actually, like I said, I used one just like it about 5 years ago, and this one didn't come with it, but I still have the old little tripod from the chronograph, from the original. I remember this is why I didn't use it. It was hard to get set proper. But these chronos are they're pretty good. They're pretty reliable. The only problem that I ever had with them is, I don't know how well you can see it there, but this little port that you shoot into, I mean, that is a tiny, tiny hole. Tiny one. And this particular one is an updated version of the original that I had, the exact same model number, this ST-08-1. And the difference between this and the original is the chronograph read sensor was at the very back. I mean, it was just a few millimeters inside. Well, probably more than a few millimeters, maybe about a centimeter inside. And it was at the top. And what they've done, what would happen is you would shoot into this and you would hit that little port and it would start chipping away at it and eventually shoot the sensor out. Well, to stop that, they made it a clear inner tube, and it's a lot thicker. The other one was very, very thin. Well, the problem is you're taking an already small something to shoot at, and you're shooting into it, and you can't get perfectly straight on into this chronograph. You know, your gun's going to be tilted a little bit, so you're going to shoot, and it's going to bounce, so it's going to give you slow readings. You can get good readings out of it. You just have to have the gun perfectly level when you're shooting at it, especially present on this model. And this one, I actually put some batteries in it right before I decided to do this video. And you can see it's got some of your basic functions. You can do BB weight, which only really matters if you're going to do the joule reading. Then the BB weight would be important. But for the feet per second, or meters per second, do meters and feet. But of course we want feet in the United States. Feet per second doesn't really matter what weight the BB's on, and it'll read it as long as you get a straight shot. It'll also do rounds per second, which it does pretty reliably. Comes with a tripod port, so you can screw a tripod in and have it sitting. But again, the problem with this is straight on, and I'm going to break away. It's pretty windy outside, so I'm going to set up something. I'm going to do this inside, and I'll give you an example of what I mean. But we'll break away really quick. I'll set this thing up, and we'll see, give an example of what I'm talking about. All right, got a makeshift chrono set up here with the trusty blanket, one of the Christmas blankets that I pulled out of a storage container. Going to show you, I'm going to be using a Bolt B4. This thing shoots right at about 400 feet per second. And you'll see what I'm talking about when I go to shoot this here with the bouncing. See, that one bounced 364. That one bounced. Let me lower it a little bit. So you're getting closer there. Okay, and when this happens, that means I've bounced off the sensor. So I'm gonna have to go back to feet per second here. Try to get this straight on. Let's see, 393. I mean, it's just too difficult. If you have a board or something, you lay it on a board. Makes it a lot easier to read, but at this rate, you shoot all day just trying to get a chrono reading out of your gun. I'm not even going to do a burst to get rounds per second, simply because without a board or something to lay it on, it's practically impossible to do. And on top of that, when they updated it, to keep you from breaking the sensor, which was, a noble pursuit, I guess, just killing the little bit of extra diameter that you had to shoot through just makes it almost impossible to use. But anyway, this is the Fidragon Chronograph model ST-08-1. Probably wouldn't buy it. You know, it's good for, you can get them for 30 bucks. I think I paid 30 bucks for this thing. You know, if you score 30 bucks and you want to spend some time with it, you can actually get some accurate readings. But if you want a good chrono, just go ahead and spend, 80 bucks, 100 bucks. Get an X-Cortec or something like that. But this is a 6mm revolution video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to comment, rate, subscribe. Have a great day.